Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about what is a Roth IRA. So I think this is a very important thing that you should know about. It's one of the best investing vehicles you can use out there. If you're in a different country, I'm sure there's different types of investing types of accounts like this. It's an individual retirement account, the ones that we have here in the United States. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I do have a Roth IRA account. I have one with M1 Finance. I do believe that it's very important to be transparent, especially right now since the market's not doing well. I do want to show you guys how my portfolio is doing with my Roth account. So I have about $1,500 in there. I think I've invested about $1,500 or so. So, like I said, I'm going to be fully transparent. My M1 Finance account's not doing well. I think a lot of accounts this year are not doing well, and a lot of people are very fearful. And I just wish everyone would calm down and just kind of stick to their plan because it causes this huge domino effect with the market with a huge sell off. Like people start selling off, then they start seeing those stock prices go down more. So then they sell, and then it just continues on and on. And this is how like a correction or crash happens. So it's always best to stick with your plan. But enough about that. Let me go ahead and show you guys. I did get this information online. So I'm not a financial advisor. This is just something I thought that was very important to share. So I'm not going to go over everything. I will go ahead and link this in the description, okay? So you guys can go over it. I'm just going to go over the highlighted areas. So Roth IRA. So here a Roth IRA, oh, it has right here, definition of a Roth IRA. Roth IRA is an individual retirement plan, a type of qualified retirement plan that bears many similarities to the traditional IRA. The biggest distinction between the two is how they're taxed. So they're both individual retirement accounts. There's a traditional or Roth. I personally prefer a Roth. Traditional IRA accounts, traditional IRA contributions are generally made with pre-tax dollars. So what that means is you invest in this individual retirement account before your tax. So that's pre-tax. So it comes out from the gross, from the total, right? It's not taxed yet. Usually get a tax deduction on your contribution. So then you can deduct that at the end when you're filing taxes, and pay income tax when you withdraw the money from the account during retirement. So pretty much you get a income. You don't have to pay. It helps you out at the end of the year with your income tax. You can count it as a deduction. But when you do withdraw the funds when you're older, then you're gonna have to pay taxes then, and you're gonna have to pay a lot more taxes. So I rather pay taxes now than later. That's just my personal preference. Okay, so conversely, Roth IRAs are funded with after-tax dollars. So with Roth IRAs, you already got your paycheck, right? So whatever's left over, that's after-tax money. So you already paid taxes on that money. So that money, you can go ahead and put it in a Roth IRA, and you don't have to pay taxes anymore. So if you get dividends, you don't have to pay taxes on that. If you get capital gains, you don't have to pay taxes on that. So this is exactly why I like a Roth IRA. That's why it's one of the best things you can use that grows tax-free, because you already paid your taxes when you get your check. You already paid your taxes, right? So you don't have to pay them anymore. As opposed to like individual accounts with like Robinhood or any other brokerages, or the traditional IRA. The traditional IRA, you don't pay tax now, but you will pay tax later. Okay, so breaking down an IRA, like I said, I'll go ahead and link this in the description. It's a lot to read, so I just highlighted some of the important parts. So similar to other retirement plan accounts, the money invested within the Roth IRA grows tax-free. That's exactly what I just said. So yeah, grows tax-free. That's what's super amazing. So compensation defined. So what monies can you use to put into your Roth IRA? So what you can put is wages, salaries, commissions, bonuses, and other amounts paid to the individual for services the individual performs for an employer. So it's you can put in money that you worked for and has already been taxed, then you can put it into your Roth. So the following sources of income are not eligible compensation. So these are things you cannot use to put into a Roth IRA. So rental income or profits from property maintenance, interest income, pensions or annuity income, stock dividends, and capital gains. So that type of money cannot be put into a Roth IRA. So contributions to a Roth IRA. In 2018, an individual may make an annual contribution of up to $5,500 to a Roth IRA. In 2019, that figure rises to $6,000. So from this year and before, you can only put in $5,500. From 2019 and after, until it changes, you can put up to $6,000. So that's one thing that kind of sucks about it, is you can only put up to $6,000. But when you're super young, like, it's hard to put in that $6,000. At least sometimes it is for me. And let's say you want to put more, you can open other IRA accounts. So you don't have to just have one and be limited to just contributing 6,000. So you can have like two and then contribute 12,000, right? Six per account if you have two. So that's what's nice about it. Eligibility requirements. So there are some eligibility restrictions. Sorry, I can't talk sometimes. Anyone who has taxable income can contribute to a Roth IRA as long as he or she meets certain requirements concerning filing status and modified adjusted gross income. Those whose annual income is above a certain amount, which the IRS adjusts periodically, becomes ineligible to contribute. So this is the breakdown for it. You guys can pause the video. I'm not going to go over it, but majority of us can most likely qualify for this. I qualify at least. So that's the other requirements. So some people don't like retirement accounts because you're limited to withdrawing money, right? So like you get penalized, at least here in the United States, you get penalized if you take money out. So you get an early penalty tax and some other tax I forgot, but I don't really remember. But with the Roth IRA, there's different types of distributions. There's a qualified distribution and a non-qualified distribution. So at any time, let me go ahead and read that. At any time, you may withdraw contributions from your Roth IRA, both tax and penalty free. If you withdraw only the amount of your Roth contributions, the distribution is not considered taxable income and is not subject to penalty, regardless of your age or how long it has been in the account. So that's really nice. For a distribution of account earning to be qualified, it must occur at least 5 years after the Roth IRA owner establishes and funds his or her Roth IRA, and the distribution must occur under at least one of the following conditions. So 59, you have to be over 59 and a half years old, or you're going to use the funds to buy your first home. The Roth IRA holder becomes disabled, or it's going to be distributed to your beneficiary if for whatever reason the IRA holder passes away. So withdrawing funds from a Roth IRA non-qualified distribution. So these are non-qualified. So a withdrawal earning that does not meet the above requirements is considered a non-qualified distribution and may be subject to income tax and or 10% early distribution penalty. There may be exceptions. However, if the funds are used. So these are the exceptions. For unreimbursed medical expenses, to pay for medical insurance because you lost your job, for qualified higher education expenses. So if you want to use the money to fund your child's education, or if you want to pay for your own higher education. I'm not going to read Roth IRA versus traditional IRA. I kind of said it a little bit briefly. Traditional IRA has tax benefits that at the end of the year, you could use it as a deduction, and then but you have to pay taxes once you withdraw the money when you're older, and you're gonna have to pay a larger tax because you don't know how the tax rates are going to be 40 years from now, 30 years from now, or whatever, whenever you turn like 60, right? So the Roth IRA, you just pay taxes now that you do anyways, and you can put it into the Roth IRA and you don't have to pay tax again. So I'll go ahead and link this in the description, and I'll go ahead and go over my M1 Finance account. So this is it's not doing well, but I do want to be transparent. Oh, this is my daughter, sorry. My Roth. Okay. So I started my Roth IRA when the stock market peaked. So when the stock market was in all-time highs, I had money in the account, and this is why I said multiple times what I don't like about M1, that you can only buy one time a day, and it usually buys it the next day. Like you could get up really early that day and then set it to buy that day and it will do it, but I didn't do that. I think I had like maybe $1,100 or so, and I went ahead and set it to buy the next day without knowing. No one knew that the next day was going to be all-time highs. So I ended up putting a good amount, a good chunk of this, and invested it in the market when it was at all-time highs. And I mean, it's fine. It's really annoying, but it already happened, you know, and I couldn't stop it, which annoyed me even more because the next day when it was in all-time highs, I tried to cancel it and they wouldn't let me cancel it. So I was forced to invest in all-time highs. So this is one of the things I do not like about M1 finance, but it's fine. I'm averaging down now. So what I do like about it is, you know, this is a little pie you create. So this is my pie of all the companies I have. And as you can see here, my portfolio is down almost 10%. So I started this account in August 29th. So it was, let me see, August, September, October, November. So it's only been active for about 3 months. And what's pretty cool is like here you can put like you can see what are your earned dividends and what are your market gains, right? And I'll go ahead and show you guys what's in my pie. And it also here it keeps an activity thing. It shows you like how much I've been putting like $100. This is the portfolio I truly want to invest in. I want to max it out, $6,000 before I continue. I'll still keep adding into my Robinhood, but I want to max this one out first because this is the one that gives me better tax benefits. So it's very important for me. So this is the one I want to concentrate on the most. I really love Robinhood. I love the platform, but it doesn't give me the tax benefits that this one does. And I have been concentrating on the Robinhood account a lot more this year, but I do want to concentrate on this one more. So if I click on the holdings section, it will show you guys how many holdings I have, and I have a lot of holdings. It tells you at the bottom. I have 25 companies here. So it's like a kind of like a Lydia ETF kind of a thing that I made. So Microsoft, it'll tell you how much I have contributed and how. So sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. So it lets you buy those fractional shares, which is something I do really like about M1, and then it gives you this Roth option, right? This also offers the traditional IRAs if you guys are interested in traditional IRAs. So all of these companies that I have here, all the 25, every time I make a deposit, let's say it's $100, it will distribute it according to what percentage I allocated to each company. So what I mean by that, if you go down here on the side, you see percentages, right? So that's the percent I allocated to each company. So if I put in $100, if Boeing is 5%, it's going to get $5 out of that $100. So it just lets you buy those fractional shares, which I think is super cool, right? If I go to the holdings section, it shows you all of my holdings and then how much I have bought of each holding. So for Microsoft, it looks like I already have one full share, and it shows you the average price, which right here looks like I got it for $110. Cost basis $114, and then the value, so that means how much I've invested in this, and then the value right now is at 106. That's why it says I own one share 0.03 because I have invested $114 here. And so on and so forth. You can see here, you know, my Visa is down 7.9%. My Apple is down a lot. Apple has been going down a lot. And it's at 18, it's down 18.91%. Ross Stores has gone down a lot, and that's down 13.20%. My Amazon has gone down a lot, and 21%. So a lot of the growth stocks have been going down a lot. Like Amazon, if you look at Amazon, Netflix, if you look at, well, Apple's not really a growth stock, but if you look at Amazon, Netflix, Facebook, those have been going down a lot. And then, you know, it's because Netflix said their subscriptions aren't going to grow as much. So anytime there's any signs that there isn't going to be that much growth, then they start going down, like they start falling like a rock. So that's kind of the danger with growth stocks. And that's why I kind of wanted to go into companies that will still give me capital appreciation. So I get the fulfillment that I'm seeing my portfolio value increase. And at the same time, I'm also getting dividend payments, which is my main goal because I don't want to sell my companies ever. So I can keep getting those dividend payments. So I have Ross Stores and it's down 13%. Amazon down 21%, Waste Management's up 0.41%, McDonald's is up 7.66%, the Boeing Company is down 11.23%, Clorox is up 7.76%, Edison is down 0.19%, Costco is down 4.89%, 7.74%, and so on and so forth. So you guys can see here how my portfolio is pretty much doing. And I have Starbucks I'm invested in, Home Depot I'm invested in, Target I'm invested in, Abbey I'm invested in, JP Morgan Chase I'm invested, the Walt Disney, Verizon. Verizon's been doing really well this year. Pfizer, ABR. I really like ABR is great. It's great dividend. Wells Fargo, Allstate. I really don't know why I have Allstate, but I have Allstate. Should probably have Berkshire Hathaway instead of Allstate, but whatever. AT&T. So if you see here, it says I'm down 102%, but I'm going to keep investing so I can average down on my average price. So I can start averaging down on all of these because that's my main goal because I invested in all-time highs, which is just sick. But I mean, it happened. And every time I get paid, I just put money in here. Like that is my plan, and I'm sticking to my plan, and that's what I'm doing. I'm not gonna listen to the noise outside that everyone's freaking out. Thank God I don't watch TV because then I would be watching CNN and all of these people saying pretty much the sky is falling. Maybe we are going into a crash, and it's okay. Like if you have time then it should be fine. You know, it depends what kind of investor you are. So if you're an income investor, it shouldn't matter. You should be happy because you're going to be able to add shares for your dividend payments at lower prices. And you shouldn't even care because you're not even investing for capital appreciation. If you're a growth investor, then maybe I can see why you're upset. But anyways, everyone just hold on to the roller coaster, and I wish everyone the best, and I hope your portfolio keeps growing. If I can smile and my portfolio is down 10%, then I believe in you guys. Just keep a good attitude. You know, you can't control it. Anyways, thank you so much for being part of the community and being part of my investment journey. I hope this stuff has helped you guys out. These are just some things that I wish I knew a long time ago, and I wish someone would have shared it with me. So if this helps anyone, even one person, that makes me very happy. Anyways, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.